Well, another day completed as so far we got one more to do. Hot and humid this evening, and yes, we do have a good chance of thunderstorms later on. Could be tonight or something. I mean, they're just saying that there are storms in the forecast tonight and possibly Friday evening, or even Saturday. But anyway, this video is going to be called What I Do on the Ranch. And so far, a lot of you guys are wondering and saying to me, "Oh, Jay Baker, you go out on the ranch, you do a lot of things for these people, but you don't film a episode every week like what you used to." Well, pretty much, uh, they are busy. Their reservations are stocked up to the letter. And I know you're entitled to your opinion. I understand that. And the reason why I go to the ranch is to volunteer, to help out, and to do something. It's better than being bored in this damn apartment where I'm bored to tears. I'm just laying on my bed, letting life pass me by, playing video games, watching TV, or doing what I normally do in this room of mine. I know it's not easy to being stuck in this apartment. I understand it gets pretty lonesome, pretty boring, and like I said, if I had my dog, that wouldn't be a problem. But since I work full time, I can't be here to even have a dog. But, you know, 7:30 to 4:30 in the morning or the afternoon. Do apologize about that. 7:30 in the morning to 4:30 in the afternoon is when I work. Monday through Friday. And I know that it could take a toll on my body as it did the other day. Because I go out and I do a lot. I try to help where I'm needed. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. If you think that there is, well, I guess you are entitled to your opinion. But West Creek has been the number one go-to place for me. It's where I can bellow out after a long week. It's where I can relax and enjoy the sounds of Mother Nature and to bond more with horses. And like I said, number two, that is to bond with the horses. To film 1 hour episodes. Every time I ride, I'm on a horse with my phone, getting ready to film this 1 full hour episode of horseback riding adventures. When I'm not riding, I'm usually chilling out with the horses and giving them the water, lead them to the water, get them over to the troughs. Or give them some hay, why not? They deserve it. But I understand that you guys are entitled to your own opinions. And I understand that I work so hard to give this content out. It's a lot of hard work, and I know that going over there once a week to film one episode, when it could be more, because basically they should be rewarding the people that are helping them succeed their business. And so far I have not earned that as of this point forward. If I work my hardest and I volunteer more, they may say something about that. They may say, hey, we want you to become an instructor and to lead the front or to lead the back or be a volunteer instructor. They may say something about that real soon. I mean, let's hope. Or if they're short on instructors, then I don't mind hopping on a horse and getting in the front of the line or the back of the line. I don't really care where they put me. But I have to earn that. I mean, they're just not going to give me that just because I've been there for a few months. They have to give me that. I know I'm not an employee for West Creek. I'm a volunteer and stuff. And there's nothing wrong with volunteering. It gives me something to do on the weekends, that's for sure. But I know a lot of you guys voice your opinions, which, okay, I can understand you want to voice your own opinion. That's okay. There's nothing wrong about that. And, you're probably thinking, oh, this young man works so hard and he's not given enough credit than what he's given credit for. And, I mean, why talk about that? I mean, you go over there, you work hard, you try to be an inspiration to people, you give your helping hands where the help is needed. And, I'm not trying to make anybody mad just by saying, okay, well, I understand, but I know that your opinion has been noted, and I do this just because I want to. I know I'm trying everything I can to promote this business and to make this business, West Creek, successful by saying, hey, visit down below and check out westcreektrailridesanantonio.com. Put in your reservation for any day you want. It could be Tuesday through Sunday if you want. You could go over there. It's only $50 if you get in there and you join in, and hey, 1 full hour for $50. That's not bad. But they give me discounts because I volunteer. And that's not a bad thing either. Getting discounts and hanging out and, trying to help unload or load the people on and off those horses, that's not a bad thing. It gives me something to do on the weekends, like I said before. My dad always tells me, he says, son, don't you feel bored being in that apartment room all day? And I told him, I said, yeah, Dad, I do. And he said, well, why don't you get up online and look around? Check things out. And if you go horseback riding, you can make some new friends. You can bond with the horses. You make some pretty good friends. And that's what I've been doing. Guys, I gotta say that I'm happy that I do what I do. Now, I understand I'm not trying to make anybody mad or upset just because some of y'all have voiced your opinions. I'm okay with, there's nothing wrong about the freedom of speech. We live in a free country where your voice can be heard. or your opinion can be very well noted, and I will say, there's nothing wrong about that. But anyway, I think you may understand what I do is what I do. I do what I do to help others and to get out on a Saturday to find things to do. There's nothing wrong about that. You get out, you go to the ranch, you help out where you're needed. Now, a lot of times when I arrive at the ranch, I'm usually brushing horses or loading them on or loading them off. And that's what I do. It's not about, they take advantage of you, they're not giving you enough credit where credit is due. I've got to earn that title. I mean, they're not just going to hand that down. They got to see how hard I'm willing to work, willing to help them, and I got to do what I got to do to earn that. They're not just going to give that to me. Now, I understand if they're shorthanded on the instructors, they tell me to get on the horse and be a volunteer instructor, that won't be a problem. I've been on those trails about 15 times. Or 13. I do apologize. I do lose count very easily. And I'm not trying to make anybody mad or anybody want to give me a whooping or something. Or probably somebody that wants to put a knot on my head. I mean, I'm just voicing my opinion. Just to let you guys know and understand. I don't get taken advantage of. I really don't. I do what I do to get out and find something to have fun with on a Saturday. And I understand. You can voice your opinion all you want. That's okay. But I do what I do, that is to help people. And I will not stomp on what I'm doing. And I'm there to help others. I'm not there to fool around. I'm there to help this business. And that's what I'm there to do. And I know it's been a rough first season on horseback riding adventures. We lost 3 people and 2 horses, total of 5. I understand it's pretty hard, and you have a whole season, and a lot of things are happening. Behind your back, even though I wasn't there when Allie left or when her and her sister and brother left. I was kind of upset about that. I was kind of upset that I didn't get to say goodbye. And the same way with Tito, I was kind of upset that I didn't get to say goodbye to him either. But as I said before, I hope the people that purchased him take very good care of this boy. That they give him the life that he deserves. And that is, number 1, to be loved on. Number 2, treated with respect. And number 3, to be ridden. You purchase a horse, take care of it, love it. Tito, me and him, we were like very good friends. We were like peaches and ice cream, as I said before. Because peaches and ice cream can bond easily. And that's pretty much how me and him were so much getting into friendships and stuff. And pretty much as he left a couple days ago, it happened. Somebody bought him. And as I said before, if we didn't have to deal with inflation, high rising interest rates on food and fuel and gas and all this other stuff, property tax, or anything like that, I would have had my own ranch and I would have adopted Tito. And, I would have got a saddle, got some stirrups, got, a harness. I would have gave him the life that he would have wanted. And yeah, those three things, love and all this. You love your horse, you love your animals, you take care of them because they are your family, and you have to do what is best for your family. Now, ask yourselves this question: if I had a horse, what would I do? Would I take care of it? Of course you would. You would do any means necessary to make sure that that horse is taken care of. Or dog, or whatever animal you may have. Do the best you can for it. And, and I gotta say, that's what I did for Tito. I made sure that he was loved on, that he was brushed every single day that he was there. I would go and brush him because I wanted to be his friend, and he loved being rubbed under the neck area. He would lift his neck open for you. He would be like this. He'd be like that. He'd be like saying, "Oh, that feels so good. Give me more, will you?" But, I'm just trying to make my point across of how we should love our animals. Not all animals are fortunate, because you look at where there's animal abuse, people like that need to be put in jail. There's no doubt about it. If you hurt or you do anything, you look at these commercials, ASPCA, you look at animals being left behind, being deserted, abandoned, the whole thing. And these crooked people, they get away, they don't get arrested, you never see them again. But until that day comes, karma catches up with them. And finally, they get what they deserve. And that is to be behind bars for a long time. But you always got to understand, treat your animals with respect. It don't matter what type of animal you got. I've said it before. Treat them with respect. Take care of them. And I hope and pray that the people that bought Tito will take very good care of him. And I know they will. And I will say that. But I'm not trying to get anybody to get mad at me or anything just because I voice out my own opinion. I just want you guys to know that I don't get taken advantage of. I do what I do. Because I gotta find something worth doing. If I want to help out, that's my choice. And so far, I know you guys can say whatever you want. I do unto others. Do unto others as you do unto yourself. Be a light, be a beacon of hope, which you should. And, Just help one another succeed to better expectations. But think about it. What would you do if you were in my shoes? Would you help these people? Because I would. I'd say, hey, if I want to volunteer, I'll volunteer. Because they allow me to hang around with the horses. They allow me to film the 1 hour episodes. They allow me to do whatever I want to do. If I want to chill out, that's fine. They allow me to do that. And they got no problem with it. I'm just saying. But anyway, well, it's game night, and I'm going to go ahead and get myself cleaned up, and we'll see you guys later.